Okay, now we're streaming. Does there have to be a mitochondrial Eve? Okay, you think that mitochondria drifted to such an extent? Because technically, all living things would have a common ancestor, right? Because we believe that life have only evolved from inanimate matter once. Hi, by the way, in case anyone in the future is watching this, which we know you aren't. Sure. That is fine, yes. I mean, they wouldn't be. Not like Homo sapien humans, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. That's not how that works. But for posterity, go back to that thing that you were mentioning about how male DNA or male mitochondria, male line, met how male line mitochondria doesn't actually get transmitted and just sort of gets dropped. You were mentioning it a minute ago, but that wasn't getting recorded. I want you to mention it again. That does it? Yeah, okay. This is important. This is important. This is very important in a very specific context. Does it not have mitochondria in it, or does it have mitochondria in it and the mitochondria just doesn't go anywhere? Okay. Patrilineal mitochondria. Right. But it doesn't go anywhere. Yes, okay, fine. Right. You don't. The child doesn't get it. Right. So it's been. So it's been 20 years since I read this book, but that is, as I recall, a critical point in the plot resolution of the original Parasite Eve novel. That there is an intramitochondrial gender war. Yes. The so right. So the premise of all of this is that mitochondria originated separate from the rest of the components of eukaryotic life, the rest of the cell bits or organelles. Um, we still think that that's true, right? And I had it in my head for several years that that had been like discredited or supplanted in some way, and I went to look it up specifically because I was going to play Parasite Eve, and it turns out no, that's actually a real thing as far as we know. So that's fucking wild. I mean, it's fine. It's just most of. there's a word for it, and I knew it yesterday, and I don't know it today. Symbiogenesis, that was it. Um, yeah, I maybe. Um, but that and okay, and so the premise of the original Parasite Eve novel, to which this is a sequel, I don't remember what I was supposed to do. Am I going to the park or something? I'm just gonna keep talking to people. Um, is that RNA, like the mitochondria that are in the cells, that are in everybody's cells, continue to have their own agenda, and because they are, you know, a fifth more mutated asterisk than the rest of the cell, they have psychic powers. I don't have a permit, right? Because that's, a fifth more mutated than any living person would obviously be psychic. And so they're in cahoots with each other, and in the year 1995, it's the novel, so 1995 specifically, they decided that they wanted to renegotiate their contract with the rest of the cell, and that they were going to create their own complex multicellular life. Yeah, well, in I mean, in this game, it's in the opera house, but the they felt like they were getting short shrift, and that they were going to create their own complex multicellular life with blackjack and hookers. And there was a plan. I don't remember this book. There was a plan. It's the same as the game, right? There's like a woman who is possessed by the will of her own mitochondria, which represents the collective will of all mitochondria. And she's like intending to give birth to a perfected organism that is run entirely on mitochondria and has like full control of its own composition and cellular makeup and would be able to do anything and be anything. That's fine. It's actually surprising to me how much of this game and the associated text is not nonsense. Because there's like, obviously that part is like explicitly a science fiction premise, but like the underlying layers of it I thought were going to be like kind of dumber than they actually are so far. It doesn't matter. But the point is, the the resolution in the book, and I think the movie, although the movie ends a little bit differently than the book, the resolution in the book is that she like steals someone's sperm because she's trying to create a perfect organism. Because she's still imperfect. She's still at the whim of, I don't know, something. She has not. Yeah, she's the precursor to the perfect organism. She's going to be able to create the perfect organism to fulfill the will of the collective mitochondria. But the sperm that she steals have male line mitochondria who have their own agenda separate from mainstream mitochondria. And they are sick and tired of getting deleted every time a child is created anywhere ever. And so they decide to push back against the agenda of the female line mitochondria and like incinerate the child that's created along with like 8 other people. That's how the book. That's again. It's been 20 years. To the best of my memory, that's how the book ends. She needs she needs to make a child because she is still imperfect, but she is capable of producing something perfect. But she can't reproduce asexually. Yes, basically. To make a her perfect, she there are limitations on like what she can do in terms of like recreating her own genome or something like that. But she knows that she can make a child that will be able to be in perfect control of its own genome. That's, I think... Right. I don't think it's a negotiation so much as it's just like a straight-up takeover. Where am I going? I mean, they're trying... Okay, they're like trying to enslave the rest of the cell, essentially, and assert dominance. I want to re-emphasize that this was 20 years ago. Well, they want to... They collectively are a higher form of life, but they have been in service to complex eukaryotic life, and they've just been basically just generating energy out of oxygen for however many millennia, more than that, millions of years. And they're like, okay, now we've got it figured out. We're going to actually ascend to dominance. We are going to explicitly take control of the whole system. Okay. By the way, Melissa's solo concert was scheduled for today, by the way. She had disappeared after last night's incident and the concert was cancelled. Fair. But people are still gathering at the stage. We must not let another massacre happen again. We must not let another massacre happen again. The concert is at Central Park Amphitheater. Central Park? What is it, Daniel? It's a large green area in the middle of the city, but it's not important right now. Ben and Lorraine, they're at that concert. There is no concert. We just established that. What? Oh, okay. Bye. Screw you, Baker. My son's in danger. Daniel. Oh, okay. He's gone. Aya. Watch his back. Yes, sir. Ooh, I got a new mod permit. It's great that he's meeting these out at a fixed rate when the fucking world is ending. Okay, so before I chase after my partner, I gotta go to the basement again. Already in the basement? Where am I? Oh, no, there he goes. Okay, bye. Hang on, I gotta do something. Actually, do I? No, I should check. What door sound was that? It's... When are you gonna let me tune up the guns? I didn't ask to be assigned here to watch over the warehouse all day, you know. As long as you see guns as toys, you'll never touch them. Hey, I know I can make a stronger gun than you. Guns aren't supposed to be stronger, you numbskull. They're supposed to be safer. Fine, you geezer. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to make a scene. But that goes for you, too. You can never be too careful with a gun. Do you have an equipment modification permit with you? I do this time. Which gun? Well, the good one, I think. Let's add a slot. Alright, just wait here. It's fine, I'm not in a hurry because my partner fled in a haste. Hi, Matt. But just remember, cops own guns for protection. Don't let the guns own you. Okay, bye. I don't think I have anything to put in that slot. That was fun. Meanwhile, my partner has fled in a panic. Indeterminate minutes ago. I don't know. It would take me quite a while, I think. Not in 1997. Although, yeah, okay, it would take me a while. But, yeah, if anything, it would take me less time. That's not true. It would take me less time the first time. Maybe. What the hell does Melissa... What the hell does Melissa, or no, Eve, want from us? Well, it looks like she wants to gather people in one big area. Damn! That thing's got my boy involved. She's gonna pay for this. Let's hurry. He is already driving incomprehensibly fast. Just hang in there, Ben. I'm coming for you. Central Park. Ben! Daniel, stop. I gotta get my boy, rookie. Whoa! Sometimes you gotta look before you leap, old-timer. I don't care if I burn. I'll go. Ben's my son. He's the only family I've got. Damn it, I can't do anything. Leave it to me. Well, but... I'll get them out safe, I promise. Besides, Ben needs you. You won't do him any good if you're dead. You won't do him any good if you are dead. Alright, I'm counting on you, Aya. I know. Okay, bye. Just like real life. Is this a payphone? It just looks like a blinking light. Can I use the... Yes, I would like to save my progress, please. I don't want to have to do that again. Hello? Oh, there's the nuclear, the membrum, the riboflavin, and the cryostasis. I got all the important ones. Is this... Whose car is this? My car here. This is an awkward pre-rendered background. It's just a weirdly pre-rendered background. A lot. Did the sound... Where's my sound go? I feel like there's supposed to be sound here, and I'm not hearing. Oh, there it goes. Whoa. Okay, now there's too much sound. Did I get poisoned? Yes. Oh, I never switched to my other gun. That's... Okay, hang on. It is. Also, occasionally the soundtrack does also separately have actual children laughing. As opposed to Your Child, which I'm implying is not real. I'm gonna run out of... Why will this snake not die? There it goes. That was a net loss on that fight. There was ammo. That snake only had 6 bullets. Hang on. That I'm not setting people on fire? Oh, seeing people on fire. Okay. What? I genuinely can't see the box that I just pulled these bullets out of. I'm taking it on faith that it's here. Let's heal. Birds. It kind of just looks like a bird. Yeah. Oh. Maybe. It's also possible that I'm just shooting birds with an M16 because I'm upset. Those birds were carrying 2 junk. That makes me suspect that they were crows. What were they doing? Where were they going? I think that I can use tool on gun, or I can convince someone to use tool on gun. I could try. I don't think so. It's a lot of prehensile tentacles for turtles. It kind of just looks like a shambling compost heap of some kind. But it did have... They did have 12 rounds of handgun ammunition. So that's good. For me. Yes. Some more worms. I think so. I mean, this specific one, yeah. Yes, I would. It's fixed. Well, I mean, that's the science fiction element. Yes. He has other problems, but he wasn't wrong about the... Parasite powers have evolved. Detox. No, I'm not going to. Yes. I've been making good use of my Penergy. See, it is intended to be sort of isometric, not just isometric, but fixed camera angle, because it kind of like pans rather than scrolls. On some level, the intent was that this is a survival horror game. Like... It's a weird response... It's a weird response to Resident Evil, if this is your, like... Setting aside the story, right? It's that we're essentially making a turn-based RPG survival horror game? Not essentially. I don't need to qualify that. We are making a turn-based survival horror RPG. Yes. It's ATB, but it's still it's as turn-based as Final Fantasy VII was. So there's two birds and this guy. Did I come from here? Where did I get lost in Central Park again? I probably should have checked that earlier. I mean, they're probably dead. Yeah. I do know. And I promised that I would get him back safe. Boomerang me, bro. I genuinely don't know if I can dodge that. He really is. I'm using my Penergy. No, it's possible it appeared on the screen and I didn't see it. I could scan them, but it'll take a turn. And some Penergy. Where I am? It's going to be 4:29 tomorrow. It is. I was just up by Okotsk. Kind of. Uh-huh. Eve was here. You can tell from the corpse. It'd be a hell of a coincidence. My inventory is full. That's unfortunate. And it won't tell me what I would pick up were my inventory not full, which is even more unfortunate. I could. I don't need to. This fast. I don't know if I can. Inventory is full. Oh, this is concerning. Fine, I'll use a medicine. It's gonna be wasteful, but I'm gonna do it. This is a medicine 1 situation. Oh, okay, cool. It's actually... It is great that I did that, because apparently the item that I was unable to pick up or identify was the key. Okay, I need to be better about inventory management. The junk is going to be useful eventually. To a certain extent, yeah. The same way that if there's a New York, it explains the rats. Not familiar with New York geography. The giant worms of South America are very important to the rainforest's ecosystem. Okay, this is just a sign where I can read that. Look for the brown monkey, comma, one of our many playful rainforest friends. There are many types of rainforest snakes. Some are poisonous, but most are not. I got a key to... Oh, why am I here? Poisonous, so I shouldn't eat them. Okay, how? Where's the... Oh, that is broken. Oh, yeah. It's cool, I'm in the exhibit now. Well, I think there's an item chest down here, which I'm going to have to... Yes, which... Okay, but I like to exchange items. Cool. What can I put in here? some... I'm going to put some junk in. I'm going to get a defense +2. Can I put a defense +2? Does it stop counting in my inventory if I put it on my vest? I think that it should too. Okay. Good. Now, I could get my junk back, but there's another chest over here. Cure P. There's a... Okay. I think that the Cure P is more useful than the junk. Was that the whole reason I came in here? I can't go... Okay, I can't go down any further. Is that everything in here? This... Just put up some text boxes vis-a-vis snakes. Yes. There's one text box per. I think that's everything. I'm just trying to make sure that I've done everything I'm supposed to do in here. I can leave. I mean, I have left. You're just not up to date on the stream, but... No, I came from up here. All the animals have escaped. I don't know what prompted that particular exclamation at this moment. But it's probably true. Okay, I can't go that way because of reasons. See, at this, if it's zoomed out far enough, it kind of looks like she's actually running. Okay, not now. Yeah. Definitely not now. Now this is a disaster. Now she looks like she's doing a bit. And I can't actually hear the fan. The fan is getting noise cancelled or gated. The holiday season brings joy to us all. It doesn't say. And this Christmas... Okay, it does say. And this Christmas will be the most special of all. Special because I will no longer be under control of a host, as I have since the dawn of time. Humans are weak. Mitochondria can self-evolve. Mitochondria must now take over the nucleus. Who are these people? Oh, God. Okay. Hey, there are. Don't let child look at screen. I have to get backstage and stop her. No, it's you didn't stop her. You didn't. No, you have failed. You could just go home now. It's actually. Is this backstage? I don't know where I'm going. I just kind of left, which, okay, admittedly is what I said I should do, but... Oh, hi, a child. Keep... okay, bye. I have to get... Okay, I went in a circle. Cool. Yeah, it super is. I don't know where backstage is. Was I supposed to... Okay, Eve, hang on a sec. I can't jump this guardrail because of reasons. I'm gonna have to go around. Keep floating. Did I come from back here? Can I go this way? Oh, okay. The giant sign that says backstage, which is just off screen when I took a wrong turn. Thank you, game. Okay, the geography of this is very troubling, but I'm gonna let it go. Why? Why are you doing this? You again, but you are too late. You will not ruin my plans as you did last night. Stop! Where? I don't understand. Was this the right way to go? That was the way she went. That was the way that she went. Hello? Okay, no. Did she go this way? Am I going backwards? Hello? Oh, okay. I'm gonna follow the creepy ghost child. That's at least something. Okay, now I'm just running around in the park. Where the hell am I? Or what is that? It's like a mutated polar bear carrying 15 rounds of handgun ammunition. I'm gonna save. Am I going the right way? Like at all? It's true. Okay, but also now what? Is this? Oh, there's a chest. There's another 15 rounds of handgun ammunition that I almost missed. I don't... It's a weird angle. Good. Okay, good. Now, it's like every other screen, there's a ghost child to follow, so I know where I'm supposed to go. Okay. You know, there's a button you can hit. I'm not judging your choices, I'm just... It's fine, I think I can also mute you, apropos of nothing. We're going to detox to unpoison ourselves. I think is probably less productive. Oh, okay, good. We're poisoned again. So what we're actually going to do is kill this snake. I'm assuming... Oh, that's very low HP. That's very, very low HP. And we're poisoned, so that's extremely bad. We have enough peh that we can do a heal 2, which is apparently instantaneous. Still poisoned, but we'll deal with that after we stay alive for another... Okay. Unclear why the polar bear shoots lightning. And I guess I understand... Oh, I don't have enough pet. I don't have enough pet. I need to cure pet. And then manage to make these 20 hit points last until my AT fills up again. And now I can heal 1, but I can't heal 2, but it feels pretty urgent. We're gonna live off of a heal 1 for the moment. I could have done a medicine 1 or 2. Okay. I'm just gonna dodge some polar bear lightning for a minute here. Just gonna not get hit by that. Because if I can... How much peh do I need? I prefer not to... Doesn't say... Doesn't actually say, so that's cool. If I accumulate enough peh... That wasn't anywhere close to hitting me. If I accumulate enough peh, I'll eventually be able to heal too, I think. Which will get me close to full hip. How's it going? Okay, there's my heal too. It's going to get me close to full hip. No, I can still... Everyone can still hear you. No, can you hear me? Because everyone can hear you. You muted me. Okay, there we go. How's it going? It's good. I had a fun fight with a polar bear and 2 snakes. So now it's a weekend. Are these supposed to be like boomerang apes of some kind? Like what's the concept here? Okay. Yeah, finish that thought. Monkeys, boomerangs. Monkeys, boomerangs, bananas. Battlestar Galactica. They are... sometimes. Monkeys have an innate... That is... like... Okay, there was that whole thing a few years ago about how apes open bananas from the opposite end versus how most humans do it. You know what I'm talking about? Right. I mean, humans can do it if they so choose, but it's sort of like based on this premise that apes have like an innate understanding of bananas that we are lacking due to our degenerate bourgeoisie ways or whatever. And it's like, I understand where that's coming from, because we assume that animals are better at dealing with other naturally occurring things, right? They have more experience. But culinary bananas are man-made. Like, we invented those. It's really not. Like, at some point, we decided to start giving apes bananas. It's not that apes and bananas both existed without us for, you know, hundreds of thousands of years. I mean, I hope so. It's sort of implied that they are in possession of the totality of all human knowledge. If not, I don't know what they're doing. The first great ape to get a banana... I mean, that's... potentially a knowable fact. I was like, I mean, it may or may not have been, you know, recorded for posterity, but like, at the time that a great ape got a hold of a culinary banana, I guarantee you there was a guy there, and they knew how to write. They may not have bothered, but they could have. continuing my streak of stubbornly refusing to use consumables at all possible cost. Remember that thing I said yesterday about how there was an inventory limit, but it wasn't particularly onerous and wasn't going to cause problems? Everyone remembers that, right? Yes. Yeah. I mean, it was someone's job to clip it, but we don't know who. Yeah. Is this? Okay, that's nothing. This is a really long way to run to wherever the hell I'm going. Oh, okay. This is like a Zelda boss fight now. That's a good point. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Big worms. It really feels like an old Zelda boss fight. Like a Link to the Past scale boss fight. That is a weird attack and it is hard to dodge. Also, I'm bad at that. Polinarians? Oh, okay. Regenerate from the gut. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes! Okay, yes. Uh... So this is being recorded. So I'm gonna answer that question off the air. I might need to use. Oh, that hit. I was so. Oh, that was okay. I'm gonna have to go back to the phone. I was healing too. I thought I had one more go round. I did not. That hit for 37 HP. That's so many HP. So I went to see a movie today. Because I like movies. Mm-hmm. It's technically a movie that I've seen before, but it was many, many years ago. It was just a waste of ATB and ammunition. It was a lot of fun. It's a very abstract experimental type of film from 1985. Stop doing that, worms. But it's nominally a story. It's set in this like undefined sort of wasteland setting, and there's only two speaking characters. There's like a young girl and a slightly older man, and the young girl has an egg for some reason, like a big egg. And that's her whole thing, is that she's taking care of this egg. Yeah, the angel egg. And she's convinced that it's going to hatch into an angel eventually. And like everything around them is just like complete ruins, and it's unclear what the purpose of anything was before it was ruins. And neither of them can like really remember what they're doing, or like where they came from, or what they were supposed to do, if anything. And they hang out for like an hour, and it has kind of a bleak ending. But it's fundamentally the literal narrative of the film, like the specific logic of it is not possible to infer from the text of the film. Like the actual specifics of like, what is this place? Who are these people? What is that object? Why does this action cause this result? Like that is not possible to figure out by watching the movie. But it's very pretty, and it's very interesting, like, visually and tonally. Emotionally. You could say that, I guess. And so I felt very moved watching this film, and there was also like a bunch of stuff in the lobby and like ancillary materials about like, here's, you know, design sketches from the people who made this movie, and here's notes on the process of like restoring it for its 40th anniversary and blah blah blah. And you probably saw me post about this on Blue Sky, but when I came out of the movie, I overheard these two women who were also coming out of the same screening of the movie, and the first thing that one of them said to the other after they left the movie was, "Man, that egg was bigger than I expected."ねえ、卵は思ったよりでかかった。And I just can't stop thinking about that. It's just like, of all the... No, because like, yeah, it was a pretty big egg. But like, of all the things to be like ruminating on, of all the things to like get tripped up by, or like... It's not it wasn't, okay, it wasn't person-sized. It was like, it was a big egg for an egg, but it was like maybe the size of a human head. It wasn't... I'm gonna find a picture. Because, like, yeah, if it were real life, it's a pretty big egg. But, like, it's not that big. I'm sending it to you on Discord. Like, it's a big-ish egg, but... Right, yes, exactly. Yes. Yes. It is not an implausibly sized egg. It's a pretty big egg. Meanwhile, there's all this other stuff where there's like fossilized angel remains, and like there's a clockwork sun orbiting what might be like a stationary planet that might also be a boat, and there's like floating fish monsters. Like there's all kinds of bonkers nonsense happening in this movie. But the one thing that this person reacted to was like, "Man, I thought the egg was going to be smaller." This fight's not going well at all. Yeah. Well, it doesn't improve after that. If I could take... Oh, I died again. If I could take out one of them. Do they get stronger as they get fewer? Is that what's happening? Like, is it condensing worm power? Visually? Okay. I'll be right back. I need to take a bio break. Yeah, Highlander worms. Hang on. Alright, we're back. How are you doing? I'm okay. I need to kill these worms and then possibly go to sleep. Together, separately, on different continents. Yes, as one does. Hmm. Yep. Hmm. I shouldn't let that hit me. I would stand by it being Aya, because she is... This hasn't come up yet, but she is half Japanese. Yes, it is. Yes, everyone's like, oh yeah, you're half Japanese, just like the protagonist of Parasite Eve, a game that statistically came out before I was born. I know, right? It's not great. I don't think they should be allowed to hit me when I'm doing the firing animation. I think that should be illegal. I could try to do some sort of fancy, like put a debuff on them. Ow! Something. Maybe not right now, maybe when I get to like one viewer. Okay, don't stand there. We've learned. Because it's enumeratable. You would have fewer worms, you would have less of a worm infestation. That's a bad example. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so maybe we just kind of deal with that for a second. And... Ow. Okay, that's bad. I'm just wasting, you know, I could just shoot them. I'm just shooting. We're shooting. They are. Ow! No, it's both. This is achievable. This is achievable. I wish I knew if I were hitting the same one over and over again if they were swapping places. There isn't. If like the UI said something like worm A, worm B, or something like that, but I don't think it does. No, they don't have any text attached to them at all. It's just geographical. Oh, okay. One down. Alright. Last worm, last worm, last worm, last worm. It's taking its time. This is a... Oh, crap! You can refresh periodically, like... Okay. Okay, good news about the future. Yes. Yeah. It's... I mean, that's... that's nothing, but also, yes, that is the answer. Swamp Jonathan. Oh, I can do that. I didn't think that was going to work. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Alright, thanks, inventory. It doesn't... I got a bunch of stuff from these dead worms. And it's like, okay, you can take all of them. There's an the menu comes up and it's like, take all. And I took like 3 out of 4 of them. And I'm like, okay, I don't have enough inventory to take the 4th one. And it's like, okay, select which ones you want to take, which is a different option on the menu. And I'm like, can I choose to take that? And then can I choose to swap it with a junk piece? And just put the junk piece into this nebulous conceptual area of the loot that the enemies just dropped? And the answer is yes, you can do that. Oh, yeah, I should go back to the payphone and save. I'm gonna go back to the payphone and save. It's nice that there's payphones. It's also funny to think about how canonically what's happening during these sequences is that Aya is just calling up like the police precinct to be like, hey, so there were these big worms. I was shooting them a bunch, and like some of them died, but then the ones that... Right? Something to do with the mitochondria. Anyway, there's this ghost child. I gotta go. Yeah. Stand by. Probably gonna call again. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night. This was fun. Watch out for the mitochondria. Good night.